What up, bitches? It's a misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers. And I'm back up in this bitch for another rant. Y'all know the deal. Follow me on BitShooter and Brighteon under the misanthropic one. Follow me on Parlor under misanthropic hungers. Also, I'm on Odyssey as well under the misanthropic one. I just opened that shit up as well. Um, Please give me a thumbs up to fight the YouTube algorithm and censorship. And let's get into this shit. I'm a little bit late to the party on this one. Some of you might have heard what I'm about to talk about, but fuck it. Chris Pratt, one of my favorite actors in What's Left of Hollyweird. This guy's been under fire for, I would say, the last, what'd you say, what, 2 years, maybe a year and a half, 2 years. Um, right now, I just, this is so ridiculous. I've been talking about some of the shit that's been going on, especially in pop culture and in comics. Yeah, I've grown up as a huge Marvel Comics head. Those of you that follow me know this already. Um, Chris Pratt plays Star-Lord in the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, in Guardians of the Galaxy. And it's a really good role that he has. I'm happy for him because Chris Pratt is box office gold. And he really gave life to Star-Lord, who is the leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy. And these fucking guys at Marvel, it just does not stop. Now they're making Star-Lord bisexual and polyamorous in the comic book. And my issue with this is exactly what I've been telling you. It's not because these people care about, bisexual people or LGBTQ or any of that nonsense. It has absolutely nothing to do with that. As a matter of fact, I would say that this change is only to punish Chris Pratt. And I'm going to tell you why. Like I said, they've been trying to go after my dude for a while now. Um, we could go back. We can go back to, I would believe, we could start with the fact that he is a straight white Christian male. And we all know that's public enemy number one nowadays. You know what I mean? Everyone has an issue with straight white Christian male. Just that alone is bad, right? And Chris Pratt has no problem, talking about his faith. You know what I mean? He seems like a good guy, and he talks about, look, this is who I am, blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. He's not pushing it on anybody. All right. So you have Ellen Page, excuse me, I'm sorry. We now refer to her or him or whatever pronoun they, them, Zer uses as Elliot Page now. But back when whoever, this person was known as Ellen Page, she went at him saying because he was part of this church, it's an anti-LGBTQ church, right? So she put that into the universe. So then he kind of fired back saying, listen, we're open to anybody. Everyone comes to my church. We don't hate anyone and blah, 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 blah. So he kind of had to fend that off. And just recently, the Avengers and everyone associated with Endgame, so it's Avengers and basically all the MCU at this point, uh, were going to shill for fucking Joe Biden. All right. Now, there's been speculation that Chris Pratt is a conservative, um, which really wouldn't surprise me, but he's not really overt like the rest of these fucking idiots in Hollywood are. Like he's not overt with his politics. He doesn't like bludgeon anybody to death with his shit. He just wants to act, and just it seems like a genuinely good dude and just make people happy and, you know, finish his projects, get his money and go do what he does. Like a normal average person would do. But because he didn't shill for Joe Biden, the whole world, Twitter started to get at him, fuck him, this and that. And I was surprised that the rest of the Avengers crew came to defend him, which is honorable. I really didn't see that coming, but I was happy that they did. Um, which is in contrast to people like Letitia Wright, who basically just, I did a video on that, just, get put her opinion out there about the vaccine, and now supposedly they want to take away Black Panther 2 from her, and I'm not even going to go into which I think is fucking stupid. Okay, so Chris Pratt, like I mentioned, is box office gold. I'm viewing this as a way to punish him because they're putting him in a situation where now they can bring up this whole bisexuality, polyamorous thing to see if this will make him break. And I think that they may do this because they're doing this with the Eternals, another project that's coming out where uh they're race swapping every single character. This one's gay, this one's non-bi. It's like they're doing it specifically to get at him. That's my theory. Um, because with Guardians of the Galaxy, the thing with that specific IP is that it's been around for decades, but it didn't have that strong base. They're like D-list heroes. They were more in the background. They've been around since I think late 60s, as a matter of fact. But they've always played the background. Um Opposed to people like the Hulk, Iron Man that already had a base. And it's people like um Chris Pratt, Batista, Zoe Saldana, who else? Bradley Cooper, Vin Diesel. They're the ones that get that kind of, because of the all-star cast, it kind of gave life to Guardians of the Galaxy. So it kind of had a reverse effect because more books were coming out about Guardians of the Galaxy after the movie came out. So it kind of boosted them in popularity. But normies that usually go and get these books after the fact, they'll go and think that a lot of the stuff is canon, and has always been there. So they may not know this and that. So that's why I think that they're gonna push this on him. And this is my message to Chris Pratt. If they try and do this shit just to see where you're at, I would, tell him, because I think Chris Pratt has enough pull at this point to be like, listen, change that shit immediately. I'm not doing that bullshit. You know what I mean? And Marvel has pulled that shit where what am I saying? Where they could like kind of um replace people at a whim. And I was about to cut myself off because I was going to say that they're trying to do it now with Letitia Wright. But I think Chris Pratt has enough power where he's synonymous with the character, if you know what I mean. Like how Robert Downey Jr. is Tony Stark. Nobody else can play this guy besides Robert Downey Jr. I think that Chris Pratt has that ability that, they could get probably like a Sean William Scott, but it won't be the same. It has to be Chris Pratt. So I think Chris Pratt has to flex his muscles because I think they're trying to push this dude against the wall. And I'll just be like, listen, take that shit out or you could go fuck yourselves. And that's what I think he should do. But I think I've gone on rambling. Yeah, that's it. Chris Pratt, keep doing you. Um, fuck you guys for putting that shit in there and just ruining another comic instead of building another character or a character from scratch and making them bisexual or whatever fuck you want. Um, Fuck you for being lazy and trying to destroy another franchise. But that's it. Everybody else, you know the deal. Please thumbs up my video, share it all over social media, like I said, and particularly to my man Chris Pratt, put it on his Twitter because I can't. I'm currently permanently suspended, and that's all I gotta say. All right, peace, bitches.